So what is depression, right? What is depression? My definition of depression is not like the definition that's on Google or probably that's in the DSM diagnosis book. I feel like depression is when you're exhausted of the identity that you're portraying. You're exhausted. You know, you're trying to make it work. You're trying to make it work. You're trying to allow the puzzle piece to fit, but it's just not working out for you. You know, people get depressed over a lot of things. Relationships, a loss in the family. They don't like their job, so they're depressed. You know, they're lonely, so they're depressed. They're not in their identity. They're portraying this false identity of having to do this or having to do that to make ends meet, but that's not how life is supposed to be. It's not at all. That's not how life is supposed to be. And the reason that we get trapped into this false identity of who we are, because nobody teaches us or guides us to our true identity of who we are. Because when you tap into the power of who you really are at the core, when you're this creative, energetic being, depression is not going to be existing in your life. You may have moments where you don't really feel, you know, on edge, or you don't really feel productive, but that's okay, because I'd rather have 6 days that I'm doing well versus all days that I'm not doing well. You feel me? So I feel like depression is definitely a feeling where you're tired of portraying this identity. You know, you don't want to live your true self. It's not like you don't want to live it, but you don't know how to live your true identity, your true self. So you what's the word I'm looking for? You accept where you at in your life, and you don't try to advance yourself at all, because you don't have that energy inside of you to do that. You don't have the energy inside of you to create this new version of who you are. You don't have the energy to go out and go to the gym and improve yourself. You don't have the energy to cultivate healthier conversations with your friends. You don't have the energy inside of you to apply for these different jobs. That's where it's something that you actually want to do, versus when you feeling forced to do it, because you trap yourself in this bubble of identity. That's all depression is that you trap yourself in this identity, trying to force yourself to live it, where not knowing that you have as many options. Information is at the tip of your finger. Mostly everybody has access to Wi-Fi or a phone or a smartphone or a laptop. There's information on there that can help you and build you in whatever you're trying to do. Whenever you're trying to do, whatever opportunity you want to take upon yourself. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has something that they're naturally gifted at doing. And I feel like mine's just, talking and speaking. I find it easy, and I'm doing it. I'm about to be doing it I'm a therapist. So it's like, this about to be my rodeo. This about to be my thing. And I feel content with doing it. I feel really satisfied with doing what I'm doing, because it's like second nature to me now. And I didn't understand it before, because I was very shy. And now I'm just open. I've allowed myself to be free from that previous identity and stepping into my true identity of who I am. And now that I stepped into it, I feel fucking good, bro. I feel good as hell. I look good. I be feeling myself, and I'm just all around confident. So I feel like for the people out there who are depressed and they feel like they have nowhere to go or nowhere to turn to, I want you to ask yourself this question: who am I? Ask yourself that every morning. Who am I? Who do I want to be today? You feel me? And I know peer pressure is a thing. You may say that you want to be this beautiful person, this confident individual, but your circle is not reflecting that. Your circle is not motivating you or inspiring you to be that individual. I urge you to find a new circle. It may be hard at first. It may get lonely sometimes, but choose happiness over fear. Choose happiness over fear at all times. At all times. So that's my thoughts about depression, man. It's basically you tired of your avatar. This is your avatar. You're tired of your avatar. You're tired of portraying this false identity of who you are, and it sucks. It hurts. It's sad. It's anger. It's resentment. It can look like a lot of different things. Depression is just not, staying in your room all the time and keeping to yourself. Depression can look like anger. Depression can look like sadness. It can look like frustration, irritability. You can be aggravated with little things. That is what it looks like when you're tired of portraying this false identity. You try to take it out on other people. You try to take it out on other things. It may be a person or your pet or your parents. You try to take out your anger of depression on them, because anger is a facet of depression. That's an aspect of it. And you trying to take it out on other people because you don't want to face it yourself. You don't have the answers within yourself, so you're trying to look out into the external for your answers. But the solution is always going to be internal. Understand, the solution is always going to be internal, no matter what. So understand, man, depression is really you not knowing who you really are. So I urge you to follow the prompts, follow the questions that I said earlier, and that will guide you out of that depressive state of mind. Elevated thinking.